Hello, and welcome to Hilton Head for Less, your go-to for getting the most bang for your buck in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Ready to ditch those soggy chips and lukewarm leftovers? We're embarking on a culinary pilgrimage to Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Trust me, this ain't no greasy spoon diner. Taste buds come here for redemption. Fresh seafood pulled straight from the Atlantic and barbecue that'll make you slap your mama, but please don't do it. Enough southern charm to make you want to wear seersucker and sip sweet tea. Loosen your belts, grab a napkin, and get that drool off your chin. This is a dining experience you won't soon forget. First up, we're hitting up a place that's about as laid back as a beach bum on a Sunday morning, but don't let the casual vibe fool you. The Sea Shack is a bloody institution, serving up some of the freshest, most delicious seafood this side of the Atlantic. We're talking about the kind of place where you can rock up in your flip-flops and sandy shorts, no need for stuffy reservations or a tie. That's the aroma of the ocean hitting your nostrils. That, my friends, is the smell of pure, unadulterated freshness. They don't get much closer to the source than this. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jerry, you love a bit of fancy plating and Michelin stars, and you're right, I do. But sometimes the simplest things in life are the best. The Sea Shack is a prime example. They don't need gimmicks or fancy tricks. Their food speaks for itself. Freshly caught fish, grilled to perfection, juicy shrimp, bursting with flavor, and oysters so good they'll make you want to write a love song. It's honest, straightforward seafood, and it's bloody brilliant. Now let's talk about their seafood platter. This ain't some sad excuse for a meal with a few measly shrimp and a dry piece of fish. This, my friends, is a culinary masterpiece, a symphony of seafood that'll have you singing its praises long after the last bite. We're talking about a mountain of fresh lobster, succulent crab legs, plump shrimp, and whatever else the fishermen hauled in that morning. And the best part, it's all cooked to perfection, seasoned with just the right amount of spice. You'll find yourself wrestling with crab legs, dipping juicy shrimp into tangy sauces, and cracking open oysters with a twinkle in your eye. It's a messy, glorious, and utterly satisfying experience. So if you're looking for a taste of the real Hilton Head, a place where the food is as good as the company, then head down to the Sea Shack. You won't be disappointed. Just be prepared to loosen your belt a notch or two. All right, you lot, are you ready for round two? This time, we're heading to a place that screams fresh catch. Hudson's Seafood House on the docks, perched right on the edge of the water, is where it's at for seafood lovers. Forget those frozen fish fillets and prepackaged prawns. At Hudson's, they're practically pulling the fish out of the water and onto your plate. You want fresh? You got it. And it's not just about the freshness. The chefs at Hudson's know their way around a fish better than a dolphin. They're grilling, searing, and blackening those beauties to perfection, bringing out the natural flavors of the ocean. Whether you're a fan of delicate flounder, meaty swordfish, or even something a bit more adventurous like triggerfish, Hudson's has got you covered. This is seafood heaven, and you're about to be in a state of pure culinary bliss. Now, let's talk about the view, shall we? Imagine this. You're sitting on the dock, the sun is setting over the water, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, and a gentle breeze is carrying the salty air. You take a bite of your perfectly cooked fish, sip on a crisp white wine, and you think to yourself, life doesn't get much better than this. Well, at Hudson's it does. The atmosphere at Hudson's is electric. The buzz of conversation, the clinking of glasses, the laughter of families enjoying their meals. It all adds to the charm of this waterfront gym. You can choose to dine inside, surrounded by nautical decor, or embrace the outdoors and savor your meal on the expansive deck. Either way, you're in for a treat. So there you have it, Hudson Seafood House on the docks, where the food is as breathtaking as the view. Don't miss this one, you hear me? Skull Creek Boathouse, and I'm a permanent fixture at this one guy. I love it. The view from their outdoor seating is stunning. Imagine the sun setting over the water, casting an orange glow, and you're enjoying the freshest sushi. The raw bar isn't all they've got. Their menu is extensive. From grilled fish to juicy burgers, there's something for everyone. The atmosphere is buzzing, the drinks are flowing, and the food is amazing, perfect for impressing your date or treating yourself. You can thank me later. Now, I know what you're thinking. Gordon, sushi? Really? But trust me on this one. Their sushi chefs are like ninjas with knives, slicing and dicing with precision and artistry. And the quality of the fish, top notch. But let's say you've got a phobia of all things raw. Don't worry. You won't be banished to the kiddie table. Skull Creek Boathouse has got you covered with their extensive cooked menu. We're talking crab cakes that are bursting with flavor, scallops seared to perfection, and a low country boil that will have you licking your fingers and begging for more. And don't even get me started on their key lime pie. It's divine. So, whether you're a seasoned seafood aficionado or a landlubber looking to dip your toes in the water, Skull Creek Boathouse has something to satisfy every palate. Just don't blame me when you can't button your pants afterwards. Am I the only one that didn't know about this hidden gem? We're about to enter a world where the food is as smooth as the music. The Jazz Corner, a Hilton Head institution, is like a love song to your senses. Imagine this: the sultry sounds of live jazz washing over you as you savor each bite of your meal, the clinking of glasses, the soft murmur of conversation, and the intoxicating aroma of gourmet dishes filling the air. Quick break. If you're enjoying this, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us bring you more amazing content. And I promise to not let you down on the quality as long as we get likes and subscribers. Their menu is a carefully curated selection of dishes that are as sophisticated and soulful as the music itself. From perfectly seared steaks to pan-seared scallops that melt in your mouth, every dish is a masterpiece. The Jazz Corner is not just a restaurant, it's an experience. It's about indulging in the finer things in life, enjoying good company, and letting the music transport you to another place and time. Now let's talk about the music, shall we? The Jazz Corner is renowned for its exceptional live jazz performances. We're talking seasoned musicians who know how to blow a mean saxophone and tickle the ivories like nobody's business. And the best part? The music complements the dining experience perfectly. It's not too loud or intrusive. It's just the right volume to create an intimate and sophisticated ambiance. The service is impeccable. The atmosphere is electric. And the food, oh, the food. It's enough to make you want to get up and dance. But please, for the love of all things holy, don't. If you're looking for a unique and unforgettable dining experience, the Jazz Corner is an absolute must visit. Just be sure to make a reservation. You wouldn't want to miss out on this culinary and musical extravaganza. All right, you lot, get ready to loosen your belts and say ciao bella to a taste of Italy right here in Hilton Head. Michael Anthony's Cucina Italiana. This place is the real deal. We're not talking about some chain restaurant serving up microwaved pasta and watery sauces. No. This is authentic Italian cuisine made with love, passion, and the freshest ingredients. The moment you step inside, you're greeted with the warm and inviting aroma of garlic, basil, and oregano. It's enough to make you feel like you've been transported to a charming trattoria in the heart of Tuscany. The atmosphere is cozy and intimate, perfect for a romantic dinner for two or a family gathering. The staff is friendly and attentive, making you feel like part of the family. Now let's talk about the food, shall we? The menu at Michael Anthony's is a culinary love letter to Italy. From classic pasta dishes like spaghetti carbonara and fettuccine alfredo to hearty meat dishes like osso buco and saltimbocca, there's something to satisfy every craving. And don't even get me started on the pizzas. Cooked to perfection in a wood-fired oven, these pizzas are thin, crispy, and bursting with flavor. But the real star of the show is the pasta. Made fresh in-house daily, the pasta is cooked al dente and coated in rich, flavorful sauces that will have you licking your plate clean. If you're looking for a taste of Italy that will transport you straight to the heart of Tuscany, then Michael Anthony's Cucina Italiana is the place to be. Just be sure to bring your appetite. You're in for a real Italian feast. Red fish. This place isn't just about the name, although they nail that perfectly. We're diving headfirst into a fusion of Southern comfort food and Caribbean spice that'll blow your bloody mind. Forget your grandma's bland grits. Here they're amped up with island flair. Think coconut milk, scotch, bonnet peppers, and enough flavor to make you cry tears of joy. It's a culinary love affair gone tropical, and you're invited. And don't even get me started on the jerk chicken. Forget those dry, overcooked excuses for poultry. This chicken is marinated to perfection, bursting with juicy flavor and a fiery kick that'll leave you begging for more. It's so good it'll make you want to move in and help with the rent. But sorry, no occupancy. Now listen up, friends. Redfish doesn't just stop at the food. They've got a cocktail menu that's longer than my last rant on a disastrous risotto. We're talking rum punches that'll transport you straight to a beach in Barbados, and mojitos so refreshing they'll make you forget you ever had a worry in your life. The atmosphere is buzzing, the music's pumping, and the staff is so friendly you'll think they've known you for years. It's the perfect place to unwind after a long day of soaking up the sun, or, let's be honest, stuffing your face with delicious food. So, if you're looking for a taste of the islands with a southern twist, Redfish is the place to be. Just make sure you come hungry because you'll want to try everything on the menu. Trust me, you won't regret it. Charlie's L'Etoile Verte, or as I like to call it, Bloody Brilliant. This French-inspired bistro is a breath of fresh air in a sea of mediocrity. We're talking classic French cuisine done right with a focus on fresh local ingredients that would make even the snobbiest Parisian chef drool. Forget those overpriced, pretentious French restaurants where the portions are smaller than my patience. At Charlie's, you'll get a proper meal that will leave you feeling satisfied, not hungry. And don't even get me started on the escargots. These little devils are cooked to perfection, swimming in garlic butter that's so good you'll want to lick the plate clean. And the steak frites, don't even get me started. It's cooked to your liking, perfectly seasoned, and served with a mountain of crispy golden fries. Now listen up, you donkey. Charlie's isn't just about the food. They've got a wine list that's longer than my list of insults for incompetent chefs. From crisp Sauvignon Blancs to full-bodied Cabernet Sauvignon, they've got something to please every palate. And the service? Impeccable, just like you'd expect from a top-notch French restaurant. The staff is knowledgeable, attentive, and always happy to help you navigate the menu or choose the perfect wine pairing. So if you're looking for Taste of France in the heart of Hilton Head, Charlie's L'Etoile Verte is the place to be. Just make sure you book in advance because this place is popular, and for good reason. A low-country backyard restaurant. It's like stepping back in time in the best possible way. This ain't no stuffy, pretentious, fine dining experience. No, sir. This is about good old-fashioned Southern hospitality and comfort food that'll make you want to slap your mama. With delight, of course. We're talking fried chicken that's crispier than my insults to a chef who overcooks fish. We're talking collard greens cooked low and slow with a ham hock so tender they melt in your mouth. And don't even get me started on the mac and cheese. It's the kind of mac and cheese that'll make you want to lick the plate clean, then chase it with a big glass of sweet tea. And speaking of sweet tea, it's the real deal here, folks. None of that artificial sweetener nonsense. Now, the atmosphere at a low-country backyard restaurant is as warm and inviting as a southern grandma's hug. You'll feel right at home whether you're dining solo with your family or on a romantic date night. And the service, well, it's like being waited on by your favorite cousin. Friendly, attentive, and always happy to refill your glass of sweet tea. So if you're looking for a taste of authentic Southern cooking in a charming, down-home setting, a low-country backyard restaurant is the place to be. Just come hungry and be prepared to loosen your belt a notch or two. Trust me, you won't regret it. Poseidon. Bloody Poseidon. This place has the audacity to call itself coastal cuisine, and let me tell you, it's not for the faint of heart. But climb up to the rooftop bar and you might just find yourself saying, oh my God, the view, you donkey, the view, it's breathtaking. You can see the entire island from up there. It's enough to make you forget you're about to eat food that could be as unpredictable as the tide. The menu's all over the place. Like a culinary student who's just discovered chili powder, 1 minute it's oysters, the next it's tacos. But listen, sometimes, just sometimes, they pull it off. And when they do, it's like watching a donkey turn into a racehorse. You're left speechless, wondering how they did it, but grateful they bloody did. Now, I'm not saying everything on this menu is a home run. In fact, some dishes are a bloody disaster. But that's part of the Poseidon experience, isn't it? The risk, the reward, the potential for utter culinary chaos. Take the seafood paella, for example. When it's good, it's like a symphony in your mouth. But when it's bad, it's like a food fight in a kindergarten. But here's the kicker. Even when it's bad, it's entertaining. You'll be sitting there, picking at your paella, wondering what fresh attack they've unleashed on your taste buds, and you won't be able to help but laugh. So go on, you Muppet, take a chance on Poseidon. Just don't blame me if you end up running naked through Shelter Cove from the happy hour. I got no bail money for you. One Hot Mama's American Grill. The name's a mouthful, and so is the food. We're talking classic American fare here, the kind your granny used to make. If your granny was a Michelin-starred chef, that is. Burgers the size of your head, ribs that fall off the bone, mac and cheese that'll make you want to slap your mama. Don't actually slap your mama. You hear me? But don't let the simplicity of the menu fool you. These guys take their barbecue seriously. We're talking slow smoked, dry rubbed, and cooked to perfection. The kind of barbecue that'll make you want to lick your plate clean. Go on, I dare you. Just don't tell anyone I said you could. One Hot Mama's is the kind of place you go to with an empty stomach and an even emptier car because you're going to want to take leftovers home. Trust me on this one. The portions are massive. The atmosphere is lively. And the service is top-notch. It's the perfect place to bring the whole family, even your grumpy Uncle Bob. Just make sure you save room for dessert. The banana pudding is legendary. It's so good it'll make you want to dance a jig or at least loosen your belt a notch. Don't worry, I won't judge. We've all been there. There you have it, folks. The top 10 places to eat in Hilton Head Island. From seafood shacks to fine dining, this island's got it all. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which spot you're most excited to try. Until next time, happy eating.